Greetings and salutations, Johnny Matlock and Metal Plus. Right, this is going to be a different video. It's not a collection update, it's not a live video, it's not a response video, it's none of them fucking things. It's not even an interview one. Although, at some point, I was thinking of doing this as a possible proper production with other people talking and interviews and shit like that. It's a coffee. Yeah, so if you're expecting the usual death metal or black metal or whatever else, you're going to get none of that. If you're expecting heavy metal, then you're going to get some of that. Basically, this is going to be all about something I sort of loved when I was growing up as a kid. When I got into metal, I got into new wave British heavy metal first, as I've said many times. Well, I got into punk first, but when I first got into metal, it was new wave British heavy metal, 79, 80, whatever. And I liked a good compilation like everybody, so it was first thing I bought was Metal from Others. So yeah, so I loved NWOBHM, and as the music went on, I loved all the types of heavy metal that came through, you know, traditional metal, then into your glam, your thrash, and death metal, and whatever else. So that was sort of kind of the 80s. So I thought I'd do a video about one of the 80s types of music, and that is UK glam metal, because no fucker talks about it. Occasionally you have the odd album shown here or there, but no one talks about it. In the background, we're listening to this. So it's Stampede with Hurricane Town. First off, I don't class this as glam. They were new with British heavy metal. I think this album came out like 82-ish. I first heard these on Friday Rock Show. I thought they're fucking brilliant. There's no point showing you the CD, it's fucking playing. I will show something else by these later on at the end. But as you can see, they've got that look. At the end, I'm going to show some of the bands that were out in the UK, came out in the 80s. And if you class the likes of Def Leppard, Whitesnake, fucking Bon Jovi, shit like that as glam, then this is glam. I don't. That's AOR, commercial rock, pop metal, whatever you want to call it. AOR typey stuff with keyboards and all that. It's not glam for me, but that's just my thing. I might do a thing about glam anyway, in general. But you know, as I said, I also don't class bands such as Dokken and them sort of bands as glam. They're just hard rock bands. So yeah, this is Stampede. I said came out in the 80s. You know, I'm sure that someone's related to Phil Mogg. Or one of the guys from UFO. It's got a UFO sort of sound to it. I think I like Stampede, fucking great. Anyway, so that's what we got on the background. The first full-length album. Not the best thing they've done, to be honest. But I'll show you that after. So yeah, at the end I'll show you some of the bands that were this kind of music, but I wouldn't class it as glam as such. Now the main reason I'm doing this, one, because I was going to anyway, and I said I was initially talking to my mates, and I was going to see if I could reach out to some of the guys that were in a lot of the bands and see if we could get some interviews out. And that might happen if anybody from some of the bands I show are watching this and they want to do something. Give me a shout on the socials or in the comments here. I very much doubt anybody's going to watch this anyway, but I'm hoping one person will at least, and that's Jason from the Black Leather Eyes channel. He showed an album last year, which is one of the ones I'm going to show today, which is what I would class as a UK glam sleaze metal album. And I might as well get on with that, and then I'll wonder from that. So this is the album that he showed, so this is the reason this is happening. This is Marionette with let me get this right, Blonde Secrets and Dark Bombshells. And that is obviously a very Pandora Peroxide looking Artwork, and the reason why is the lead singer is none other than Nazel, the guy that does Pandora Peroxide. So this is his band Marionette. Classic songs such as Getting Sticky, My Baby Sucks, Nothing But the Night, Take Me Home With You, and Staggering Back to You. All about fucking drinking and shagging and various other stuff. There's the blonde side. There's the dark side. It's on Heavy Metal Records, Black Vinyl. Came out mid-80s because I can't be arsed writing down fucking when they came out. I did meet Lazel at a Wrathchild gig. You may make Sean. I went to the chippy with him afterwards, and Sean actually kept in touch with him, and it's Lazel's fault that I got into the Mac Lads. Another story. Anyway, so this is Marionette album. If you want to know what it sounds like, it sounds a little bit like this band here. New York Dolls. Most of the UK glam scene had a lot of New York Dolls, so there's a lot of punk influences. They also sounded a little bit like this band, Fist and Spider, and bands like that have that a lot of the boogie, rock and roll boogie sort of sound. This is the original Neat Records album, great album. Bought this off Jürgen last year, I think. Great, like a bit of Fist, who misses. Right. So yeah, that's what a lot of the UK bands had, that sound. It was more of a punkier sound and edgier, which is why I called it sleaze, glam sleaze sort of thing. So they weren't quite as polished. Some of them were, including fucking Stampede, obviously. So compilation albums. The good thing about rock and metal is there's always compilations for all the types of music, apart from glam. Do you know any? Okay, you get glam tracks on other albums, but there's not many full out 12 tracks or glam bands. Fuck knows why. No reason. But they're in the UK, so I'm going to show you a couple. This is an absolute banger. Look at that cover. This is Trash on Delivery. Another Lazel cover. It's on Flick Knife Records. I said this light's really shit, so apologies for that if you can't see it. Bands include the Babysitters, Genocides, the London Cowboys, Marionette, as shown, because obviously Lazel's only like doing the covers of bands that he's albums that he is on. As Bad Detective, the Barracudas. A lot of these, they're all rock and roll boogie type stuff, you know. It's some of them slightly heavier, almost Motorhead-y type stuff, but it's hard rock, but you know, they all had a bit of fucking guy line and spiky hair, so it's essentially the UK glam scene for you. Marionette again, Dogs to More, very early appearance. Song called Teenage, Suffragette, Gary J. Lamin, Nicky Sudden and the Bible Belt, and the Babysitters. Okay, so that's one comp. I've got another one as well, which Surprise Lazel did the cover for. This is called Rock Pretty. I think it's Rock Pretty, it's not Pretty Rock, is it? Yeah, Rock Pretty. Fucking hell. Great cover, really good cover, I like that one a lot. You won't be, this has only got, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bands. First side you've got The Grip, Babysitters again, Marionette again, Aunt May, Napalm Hearts, Marionette, Babysitters, Napalm Hearts, Aunt May and The Grip. The Grip had a guy called Willie in them. He did a lot of stuff with Ginger, I think, at the Wild Arts. Did a lot of bits and bobs with him, if I'm right, could be wrong. Yeah, and as I said, it's all the same sort of stuff. What's this on? Is this on heavy metal as well? Yeah, heavy metal records. A lot of the UK glam stuff was on heavy metal. Great stuff. Again, as I said, you know, it's one of them I can hum along to all this stuff because I just loved it. And I say these are my original from back in the day, so some got trashed, some didn't. Right, now then, bands that were on that. I've shown you Marionette. This is another one. This is the Babysitters. These are a lot of them are very comedy bands, almost like a lot of people from the US think all UK thrash bands were comedy bands because of fucking the covers that they did. You know, Your Acid Lane's New Lawnmower Death and the fact that it's Entrix, Ghostbusters, shit like that. So this is full on. Look at this. Look at that. In the pub, obviously, with titles such as Can You Hear It, American Toys, No Particular Place, which is No Particular Place to Go, The Beard Song, it's about a woman with a beard, light on, I Want to Be on the TV, Picking the Blues, which is about picking your nose, Old LA, Give Us a Loan, which is about lending us some cash, Everybody Loves You When You're Dead, Tel Aviv, Rock and Roll Chicken. Rock and Roll Chicken is in fact a cover of the New York Dolls song Rock and Roll Nurse. They've just substituted the word nurse with chicken because why the fuck not? And Alright Okay. This was on Heavy Metal Records, but they actually got their own label with a fucking dummy on it because they're the Babysitters, which is kind of their thing. I did have a Babysitters live VHS back in the day, and I got Butts the singer to sign it for me when I went to see his band that followed on from the Babysitters, which I'll show you now. So that band was The Last of the Teenage Idols with another Nasal cover, Satellite Head Gone Soft. Outside a phone box, one of them with his legs sticking out of them. Then, yeah, Action Man, Spider in My Head, See You After the Show, Looking for the Lady, She's Got Big Boots. Teenage Idol, All I Want Is a Piece of You, Gina, My Kids and Me Missus and Me all love Gina. If you don't check anything out, check out Gina by Last of the Teenage Idols. The chorus goes, she's called Gina, seen her in a pub one day. She really took my heart away and we went out yesterday. She's called Gina, seen her in the pub one day. She really took my heart away and I took it out yesterday. Classic stuff. Song for Absent Friends and Pretty Little Red Eyes. What's this fucker on? This is on Laser Records. Good shit. Love a bit of Teenage Owls, though, great live. Butch is a legend. There's a Butch TV on YouTube, and he's on. Does lots of media stuff and all that. He's on Instagram as well. So if he's watching this, I'd appreciate if you want to do a fucking interview about the 80s. That would be smashing super great. And Mr. Lazel if he's watching. Well, none of these fuckers are going to watch. Jesus, I can't even get me subscribers to watch this sort of shit. Right, next. Yeah, let's do this one first. End of the 70s, so we're talking very start of new wave British heavy metal. This band appeared. Girl. This is My Number. It came out in 1979. It's on Jet Records, same record label that Ozzy was on. Well, at least he was in the UK, as far as I'm aware. This is just a lathe cut 7-inch, just with a card. Can't even remember this is the same track on both sides. Presume so. Anyone else is so I got that. This is Hollywood Tees and You Really Got Me, the Kinks cover. Now, Girl, I don't know if you know, but this is the first album. She agreed. I'm afraid mine got trashed in the garage, as did the second album, so this is a reissue. If you look at the people in the band, you will see in the middle is a certain Philip Lewis, who's Phil Lewis from LA Guns, and next to him is a certain Phil Collin, is the guitarist from the Def Leppard. Yeah, I fucking love Girl. Girl are great. I thought they were great back in the 80s. Sleazy, rock and rolly. Phil Lewis's vocals are, well, if you know LA Guns or whatever, then you know Phil Lewis. Great dual guitar work. Really good stuff. This has got a cover of Do You Love Me on it, the Kiss song, which works well. Yeah, this is great. Record label. This is this is the issue on 180 grams. So that's the first album they brought out. I think they supported, I want to say Kiss, but I could be wrong. They supported some quite a big band in the 80s, because I know there's a site I'm fucking on Facebook page, and a lot of people said they thought they were shit like, but there you go. They supported somebody quite big anyway. Yeah, so that's that. They did bring out a second album. I think this was a single off it. This is Love Is a Game. Well, this actually isn't on the album, I don't think, and Little Miss Anne, which I believe is on the album. This song, Love Is a Game, is fucking brilliant. Picture disc. Through the Twilight and the Kitty's Back. The band in all their glory. Yeah. Second album, as I said, like the first one, got trashed in the garage and I haven't been able to pick it up on vinyl again, but I picked up this box set. She agreed. This is fucking awesome album. I love this album. This is a 6 CD box set. Poster. Cover and picture of the band and that. Lyrics and shit. Flyers and that. This is the first album through Wasted Youth. It's just such a cool album. It really is good. Love this album. This also includes what was supposed to be their third album, but was never released. Killing Time. Got lots of covers and demos and B-sides and shit like that on it. And then the rest of the CDs are all fucking live ones. Live at the Marquee. Live in Tokyo. Live at the Greyhound, Fulham Greyhound. Dylan HM2 pal. Used to live in the fucking Greyhound. I went to see Wrathchild there. Great stuff. And finally, this is a compilation of Birmingham Odeon 82, Hammersmith Odeon 82, Birmingham Odeon 82, and some bonus tracks, a couple of demos. So yeah, cool little box set. So yeah, that's Girl. Wonderful band. Check them out if you've not. I said it's like, you know, a British version of LA Guns. With Phil Collin on guitar. Right, so before I can't, dates I'm not fucking sure about, and I haven't checked because I couldn't be fucking arsed. I can't remember if it was before Phil Lewis joined LA Guns or while he was still in LA Guns. I don't fucking know. He did some stuff with Bernie Torme. So this is Torme's Back to Babylon. This is fucking awesome as well. If you don't know Bernie Torme, he played guitar for Ian Gillan's band before Janet Gers. The first 2 or 3 albums. Hell of a guitarist. Gillan had a knack of picking up really good guitarists, just like Ozzy did. Yeah, this is just awesome stuff. No vinyl version. There's no insert, I don't think, is there? No. Yeah, Torme are really good. I love Torme. I had a VHS of the live show. I had this on cassette, if I remember, back in the day. Never had it on vinyl, so I was dead chuffed to pick this up a few years ago. All the songs on this. All Around the World, Star, Eyes of the World, Burning Bridges, Hardcore, Here We Go. Family at War, Arabia's got a really cool Arabian type flair to it with all fucking sitars and various other things. This is just fucking wonderful heavy metal album. Glam metal album, whatever you want to call it. If you can find it, Back to Babylon by Torme. It's fucking great. I thought I'd show this as well. This is another Torme album called Die Pretty Die Young. I said Phil Lewis, Bernie Torme. but it's got Chris Heilman on it. It was in Shark Island on Heavy Metal Records. Another one. Yeah, good stuff. Next up, another early band that are lumped in with the new wave British heavy metal because the time when they came out, early 80s. I actually saw Alan, the metal theologian, showing a single by these, and I'm playing it in the background. This is Silverwing and their Live and Kicking album. He said they'd done a live album, which is not essentially true. This is the album, it's called Live and Kicking, but it's got one live side and a studio side, as it says on the back. So yeah, that's them. It's got Alistair Terry on vocals and guitar, Dave Roberts, Steve Roberts and Stuart McFarlane. Silverwing are great, really good stuff. As I said, it's the live side, they do a cover of Japan's Adolescent Sex, so it's that kind of sound. Sounds fucking great. It's on, now I need to give this one a clean again. Bullet Records, I think. It needs a clean anyway. But yeah, Silverwing were great. I don't think they did a lot else. Single 12-inch, this album, and that was it. Came out like 82, something like that. Alistair Terry then went on to form this band, Pet Hate. I fucking love this album as well. But Publicity is wonderbar. It's really good. As you can see, look at that. Fucking great band pick. Almost like a very 80s, very goth. This has got Girls Go Up Too Fast, which is wonderful. Cover the Street Fighting Man. She's got the action. Stale Lipstick, One Step Ahead is a wonderful song. For Sex Sake. Let the Radio's a proper Slade stomper. Let the radio turn it up. And a lot of these, they've got lots of sing-along choruses, very almost like punky gang vocals. Wonderful stuff. Dancing on My Heart, Teenage Party. Great album. They did do another one called The Bride Wore Red, which I'm waiting to come. I finally managed to find a copy of it, but this is again Heavy Metal Records. Finally found a copy about a week ago, so I actually ordered it for like £10 off eBay. So that's, I was going to wait to do this until that came, but I couldn't be fucking asked. So there we go, that's that. Right, done them. Next up, I'm avoiding the bigger stuff till later. One of the biggish bands, I guess, for me, I've mentioned it before because I saw them live. This is Wrathchild. Look at that, they almost look like fucking Destruction, don't they? Or Celtic Frost or something. This is Trash Queens by Wrathchild. It's got Do You Want My Love, Lock the City Down, Lipstick Killers, Trash Queen, Teenage Revolution, Twist of the Knife, Cock Rock Shock. What a great name for a glam song. It's a Party. This was on Dojo Records, maybe? There are different versions of some of these. I've had this for fucking years. This is my original. 1985. So yeah, a bit late for some people for NWOBHM, but I care. Not a jot. Right, next up is Stack Attack. There's a couple of different covers of this. I think this is the original. It's my original anyway. Look at that. That's, I said, that's very fucking almost Destruction, isn't it? All the studs and that. I'm sure Rocky Shades has been in someone like Discharge or The Exploited or one of the punk bands. Look at that for the cover. Bullet belt at the top, a pair of used panties there. Tracks include Stack Attack, Too Wild to Tame, Trash Queen, Sweet Surrender, Kick Down the Walls, Tonight, Lord Abuser, Shocker, All Right With the Boys, and Necklace. Yeah, just fucking great stuff. I love that child. Brilliant band. This is the one that most people probably will know. You can tell they got to a point they're obviously trying to get to the States, so it's Wrathchild UK, for fuck's sake, because there was a Wrathchild US, wasn't there, a thrash band. There we go. So this is the one that's got it's called Biz Sucks, and it's got Na 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 Nuclear Rocket on it. Yeah, another good album. Good shit. This is on FM Records. Pink vinyl. I think has it got an insert? Oh yes it has, there you go. Band pick with ladies. And don't say you can't tell the difference between the band and the ladies. Fucking UK glam bands weren't particularly good looking, so. Lyrics. Right, oh yeah, I also picked this up as well, so I'll show this. This is Na 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 Nuclear Rocket. Purple vinyl. Revolver. Includes covers of Trash Queen and the Sex Pistols cover Pretty Vacant. Good shit. Next up, I'm from Wales. Got to show a Welsh band, so there's not many of them. So it's got to be Tigertailz. I know Metal Mickey showed this album. This is the first album with Stevie James on vocals. It's the only album that featured him. Stuff like Living Without You is an absolute banger. Shoot to Kill's great. Young and Crazy. Start Attraction's good as well. First track. Good shit, but you know, that's a lot of glam in it. Trying to be Poison. The Welsh Poison. As if. There's cool artwork on the inner sleeve, which I quite like. Lyrics. Music for Nations. I thought I'd show these as well while I'm at it. These are 12 inches who are misses. This is 12 inch of Heaven, probably infamous for having covers of Metallica's Creeping Death, Megadeth's Peace Sells, but who's buying? Great versions, to be honest. I said Music for Nations again. Living Without You. These are all with the second singer Kim Hooker, as opposed to Stevie James. The big single Love Bomb Baby. A few dollars more. She's Too Hot Live. I thought I'd show these because I picked them up. I can't remember if I'd showed them. This is a solo album for Stevie James, the original vocalist. Signature and shit. This one's just got a cool thing. Alright, if you like the first Tigertailz album, sounds like UK Glam. I can't remember when these came out. I think they were the issue 20 odd. What we got next? We'll show this one, I think. This is a 7-inch single from Melody Maker, which includes bands such as Hollywood Beyond and the Cocteau Twins on one side, 1986, and on the other side we've got The Fall, and Zodiac Mindwarp and the Love of the Action with a demo version of High Priest of Love. So this is said Zodiac Mindwarp and the Love of the Action with the High Priest of Love album. Well, EP, 12-inch EP, I think. Fucking great shit. Yeah, wonderful album. Insert. It's very white. Just got the lyrics on it. Tracks include, and I have to look at the thing, I Please to Love, Hymn for the Speed Kings, I Heal Heaven. Dangerous, Kickstart Me for Love, and Wrathchild, Second Attempt. So that's that. This is the one that everybody knows. Yeah, the Zodiac got quite big. It's probably, might even be 1990s, late 80s and 90s. It was on Mercury. Tattoo Beat Messiah, wonderful stuff. Also got 12-inch single of Backseat Education. The B-side has got Horde of Babylon, Lager Woman from Hell, and Messing with My Best Friend's Girl. Worth the price of admission just for them 3 fucking song titles, obviously. Zodiac is very AC/DC inspired, sort of UK version of Biker Rock. He actually brought out an album, this came out fucking 2010. Who knew he was still going? Anyway, it's not fucking dead. Oh, it might be dead now, but he wasn't then. Right, a couple of bands, well, 3 bands that are not very well known. Kill City Dragons, on Wide Boy Records, I think it is. Featured Dave Tregunner from Lords of the New Church. Bass? Yeah. Great stuff. I Don't Want Anything From You. Ain't No Lie, Devil Calling, Fastest Way Down. King of Cats, Little Susie, Stepping Stone. Great, seen them live quite a few times. That is let's get this up there. Come on. This is the Let Them Eat Cake 12-inch, signed by everyone, which is cool. It's basically Let Them Eat Cake is the side one of this. That's them tracks, and then it's just the album came out and they just brought another fucking 3 in there, lazy twats. Next up, this is well battered. This was knackered in my garage, I'm afraid. This is Soho Roses, the 3rd and final insult. Which is this. You can't really see it, but I also got the 12-inch single, which the sleeve got so knackered. I've just got the pink. So this is just it's So Those Whatever Happened To, that's what it's called. It's got Just a Girl, Sweet 16, Cause of You, and Crazy About You. So yeah. And if you look at the double A, if you look at the it's double A, well, it says double A, stereo 45 RPM. It's on Twat 001, which is obviously why I had to show it. Right, do you think I should have put a fucking light on? It's gone fucking dark. Hang on. Nah, I can't be asked. Because we're nearly finished anyway. Right, another band who were big back in the 80s is Gunfire Dance. They didn't bring anything out. This is a compilation, came out 2022. Brian James and that Scabies from The Damned were involved with this. Not the band themselves, they weren't in the band, but they got involved with this project. I think they did stuff with them. So they brought this out. This is really good. It's almost got like a gothic-y type, damn gothic-y 80s sound to it, but it's still got that rock and roll-y glam. Great stuff, if you can find it. And last but by no means least, we've got these two. Where is this? This is the Quireboys Mayfair 7-inch single. I got in here as well, which has got a Man on the Loose on the B-side. Came out late 80s. And there's a Kerrang flexi disc, which has got Quireboys on both sides. One's 7 o'clock and the other's Sex Party, which is cool. Album. This actually came out 1990. Got 2 copies. One's the missus's, one's mine. Both signed. Funny story, we got that when we got them signed. Where's... Oh yeah, I got this signed as well. Which the other day she goes again. Signed by everyone. Where to get them signed in Wrexham. They were playing Tivoli and Buckley that night. So we went, got it all signed. They went, "Oh, so you're coming to see us tonight?" We went, "No, we're actually off to Manchester to see Michael Malone." I went, "Oh, okay." I said, "Thanks for signing stuff anyway. See ya." So off we went. There you go. Wasn't that fucking funny, John? Last but by no means least, this sort of stuff. Can't not mention this band. Darlings on Top of the Pops, the wonderful Dogs to More. This is the 10-inch Graveyard Empty Bottles. This is the Kid from Kensington's 12-inch single on yellow vinyl, which doesn't have a label on the other side. I think it was supposed to, because this says B-side on it. But there you go. Obviously misprint, wasn't printed, which is cool. And their first album in the Dynamite Jet Saloon, which is absolutely essential. Wonderful acoustic based at times. Can't find my copy of this. I know I've got it fucking somewhere on vinyl, but I can't find it, so that's just this is the unofficial bootleg, which is wonderful. Elflin's great as well. I think this might have come out 89, almost 90, I'm not sure, but this is great. I did say I'd mention this Stampede again. This is the vinyl copy of this album. These are 80s glam bands that I don't class as glam. This is fucking great. This is, if you're liking Stampede, this is live at Reading Festival and somewhere else. It's one of these, it's called the official bootleg, but it's got, the official bootleg's only them tracks, which you can't see. Yeah, which is Missing You, Moving On, Days of Wine and Those Other Came Town, Shadow of the Night, Baby Driver, will run it there and back. But this has got Days of Wine and Those is Moving On, Photographs, and Missing You, which are all studio versions. It's one of these Japanese ones, so it's got, which are the best thing they've done. The Days of Wine and Those is EP, 12-inch EP. Absolutely fucking brilliant. You can't get it anywhere unless you get an original copy of the 12-inch. No, I can't find it anywhere. So I was well chuffed to get this with the extra songs on it, because it's the best shit they've done. I discovered this, I've had it since back in the 80s. I found it looking through my records a couple of weeks ago. These are Lixx, they're actually Scottish glam metal. This is Loose on You. Posted up on my social media, I was listening to it. The song Hot Shot, I think it is. Absolutely fucking brilliant. I think I'd heard it on Friday Rock Show or something, so I got it. Weirdly, when I put it up, Scott the Rock Scout said one of the guys from the band went to his tattoo shop, he tattooed him anyway. I'll chuck this in here. They're not particularly glam, but they were quite big in the 80s. That's Shy, Broken Heart, top of AOR, a bit too girly. I'm going to show this one because no one talks about it. I don't think anyone's ever heard of them. This is, I think they're from Yugoslavia or someone like that. So they're not UK British heavy metal, but they moved to UK to try and get big. And they call themselves Wild Strawberries. They've got another name in their own native tongue. Friday Rock Show, I heard these. They did a session, and I think Lazel talked about this a lot on his column. He did a review of it in Kerrang, and it sounded awesome, and I love it. It's brilliant. Found the Water, Snakes Can't Dance, just fucking wonderful stuff. Probably it's one that, you know, sort of thing that fucking Jason the Chill or whatever, or Thomas from Merciful Metal. This is just fucking wonderful, wonderful stuff. Yeah, that'll do you. How long have I been waffling on for? Fucking hell, 38 minutes. Okay, that's probably enough. I'd like to do a follow-up about this, maybe get some people that were involved in the scene. Probably not going to happen. I'll probably start doing some top 10s. I might do a top 10 glam and all that sort of stuff, and top 10 thrash and death metal, black metal, traditional metal and all that. Do some top 10s. I've not really done any of that sort of shit on the channel. I have got a death metal update and a collection update and a thrash metal update to do. I've got a couple of response videos I want to do as well, but I just thought I'd knock this one out tonight. I don't know if anybody will bother watching it, but hey, I wanted to do it. Mrs. Mac said she'd watch it, so fucking hell, I get one view anyway. At least I know Jason will watch it. So there you go. If I can find it on the thumbnail, I'm going to put a picture of me when I was fucking glammed in the 80s with me big hair. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, Comment down below if you're new to the channel, or like, please don't go away. Channel, we don't usually do stuff like this. This is a one-off. Although, if you're new to it because of this, I do it all the time. Nah, only kidding. But I obviously do love all this stuff, that's why otherwise I wouldn't be talking about it. Yeah, hope you enjoy it. See you in the next one. Laters.